Ready, go!
Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Pasadena, California, and the iconic Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on last season's national champions, the Washington Huskies. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFB, and let's get it going. Kickoff team out there ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. the shotgun. He'll hand it off. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Getting set. Here's second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Boy, this guy is running hard today, right? I mean, you think about some of the backs that Washington's had. This guy's trying to say, hey, fellas, let me be added to that list of guys like Greg Lewis and Napoleon Kaufman and Chris Polk and Bishop Sankey and Myles Gaskin.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. The sure hands. It's hard. And he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's looking to make a big play downfield. And the deep ball is broken up. What a play by that DB.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. Defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Meyer. Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Washington now operating in the red zone. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch made on the left side. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Football games. He keeps it on a design run. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Play number 10 of the opening drive. Can they keep it going here on 3rd and long? Quarterback making some changes at the line. And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Play number 10 of the opening drive. Can they keep it going here on 3rd and long? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get them to 3rd down. They get pressure on the quarterback. The quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. First play looking to throw it. Moves out of the pocket. He's going to take off. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game. He's able to do that right here.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They call it a draw play here. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Well, this is so deflating for this defense on 3rd and short. Good coverage downfield. They take away all the short routes, but the one guy that they don't account for is the quarterback and his legs. Picks up the 1st down by being athletic there and great awareness.
And the sophomore, a little bit too much air into that throw. Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. The shotgun running play call. Fighting him off. He's past the marker and still going. He has 1st down yardage at the 46.
Well, what do you know here? An offensive coordinator from Wisconsin calling a nice run play for a 1st down. Man, we have been seeing this for so many years, so many decades. Wisconsin with the ability to run the football is just a thing of beauty.
1st down. They're going to throw the football. Looks left and finds his target there. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
And the Badgers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. Contact as he let the ball go. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Catch made on the out route.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary, and they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Receiver makes the catch and moves the football to the 27 and a 1st down.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the 1st down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
1st down here for this offense. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
A play action, looking to throw. Buying time now, rolling to his left. Using his legs on the scramble.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which can open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
11th play of this grinding drive here in the playoff game. 3rd down and short. And they pick up the first on the ground. They're able to convert. Now it'll be 1st and goal at the 6.
Chris, it's early in this football game, but the defense had a golden opportunity to come up with a stop, and they allow him to run the football on him to get the first down, and now it's 1st and goal. Missed a golden opportunity. Let's see how they respond here.
And the Badgers will line up now. It's 1st and goal. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Gets back to the line, but no closer to the end zone than that.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
No gain makes it 2nd down and goal from the 5. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that play.
An important 3rd down and goal now. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. So a serious defensive battle as we wrap up the first quarter. These teams pursuing a national championship. Let's take a look at the game summary so far. As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. We'll start off the second quarter with a field goal attempt here. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fields it just outside the goal line. He steps out of the 23. That's where the drive will start. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Grab down the middle. It's Meyer. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure to allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
They keep him off bounds with a run. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to scramble. He'll heave the ball deep down that right side. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so it's sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Lets it go quickly. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks free. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Here comes a handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Third down play for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. On the run, he'll let it go. That one is incomplete. The defender is right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that third down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got fourth down.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
What a job by this quarterback here on fourth down. Had to survey the defense, but eventually just goes to the check down for the running back, moves the chains, and keeps this drive going.
He escapes the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. To the 25. Breaks into the clear. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Badgers. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Returner looking to create better field position. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. They get him down, but he found a good lane in that return. So the drive starts with pretty decent field position. And the Washington offense retakes the field here. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Receiver makes the grab.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Defense is coming after him. He went for it, and he gets it on the scramble. That is deflating for this defense.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to scramble now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Washington, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. They got off to a slow start, but they have been clicking lately. Can they build on this lead now in the second quarter? That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Throw to the sideline, steps out after a short gain. The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Could take it all the way. And it's a solid return after the interception.
That was an impressive effort there by the safety to use his speed and effort to get to that football and where it was headed. Secondary coach has got to be proud.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Finds his target, and it's complete. They bring him down after a short gain there. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Critical third down play for this offense right here. It's a draw play. Able to convert on third, sets up first and goal, the 8.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He can on an escape. It's a sack. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. This will be a challenge now. Second and goal, back at the 13. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Pitch made, looking for the goal line. Brought down. The completion moves the ball down to the 4.
But that completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with third down coming up.
He moves the ball to the 4. It's third down and goal. He hands it off from the gun. He's swarmed by the defense. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? Fourth and goal from the 2. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Huskies.
Well, they get the touchdown here, but let's circle back to the start of this drive. This is why good field position is so critical. They start this drive in good field position, and it puts the defense under immediate pressure from the start.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on first down. The receiver grabs it.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
First down and more. He's still running. He's stopping, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 43. And the Badgers will crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Offense right to the line, playing the tempo now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. The pass rush closing in. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. And that catch is hauled in. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. And the Badgers line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Moves out of the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Using his legs here. Caught for the completion. Defense brings him to the ground as the final seconds of the first half tick away. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Looking for his back. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly. You got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
And that one's straight down the middle. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Huskies will kick this away to get the second half going. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. Hoping to click here at the beginning of the 3rd quarter, trying to make up this deficit. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Goes to his right side there for the completion.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
2nd down after that previous play. They go with the ground game there. Running back takes that in. Tackle is made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
That's a good job here staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end could bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play.
Chris, you can see when the offensive line does their job and gives this quarterback time to throw, you're going to see plays like this and first downs for the Badgers offense. They've had some good ones over the years. Very efficient. Of course, Russell Wilson is the name that stands out, but they've had others. Scott Tolzien, Darrell Bevel, Jim Sorgi, Brooks Bollinger's good quarterback play that always seems to make the right decision.
play fake. He'll look to throw it. Caught by the receiver. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
Once you can establish the run game, the play action is so effective. Those linebackers' eyes get caught up on the run when you pull the ball and you've got open targets behind him. It's a great example.
Touchdown, Wisconsin. And they jump on top here in the second half.
Boy, what a throw. But what's more impressive is the toughness by that quarterback, knowing he's about to get hit and still makes that throw.
Empty backfield now. They go for two. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He's at the 50. The 30, the 20, and he's going to take it all the way back. It's a pick two. When have you ever seen that before? As the two-point try backfires big time.
Chris, I can't believe we just saw that. This is a blocked PAT. It's a live ball. Some people may not know the rule here, but the defense sure did. That's 2 points going the other way.
They'll return it from inside the 5. But he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Washington offense heads back out on the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
On the move now. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you've got to have to come up with and make a catch.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. Bought some time, now lets it go. Drop, completion. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down.
Well, the quarterback throws this ball short of the marker, relying on his guy to do the rest. But down, you have to put the ball at least to the first down marker. That's too much to ask of this receiver.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Design quarterback run. The ball is loose. The offense able to fall on the loose ball, but it will still be a turnover on downs.
Well, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
The shotgun run call. Gets the first and still running. They make the stop, and it's a big play with a 31. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Makes a quick grab. He rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They're going to run it. and he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And the quarterback dropping back. And that pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first half, but needed this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. It's an out route, the catch made.
Well, I think you go with the safe call here with the out route. Quarterback's comfortable with that. I would have loved to see the receiver take that route a little bit deeper. Now it's 4th and short because he didn't take that route upfield.
Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Trying for a 4th down completion. This football incomplete and a turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. He stopped and gets a first down.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws. They are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
From the shotgun, an inside handoff. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Second down play coming up.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you've got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. A quick throw out left, complete. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
And the Badgers pick up enough yards to keep this drive rolling. You set it down to the offense, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. So it's Wisconsin with the lead here, Kirk. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And he'll set up to throw. He escapes the pocket. He lets it go on the move. He makes the grab. He's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
Catch is made down the middle.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
0 running room, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. throw it again. Moves out of the pocket. Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Badgers.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. Very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. Last time they had it going, but got stopped on 4th and goal. They got to put that behind them now. Put together something here. Grab by the receiver. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. And the Huskies will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
Look at this, Chris. The defense kind of hanging their head. They give up a completion for a first down. They better get lined up and get the call because they're going up-tempo against him.
Hit as he released it.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
That incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 26. Going again on 2nd and 10. He's got a man down the middle. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. This Washington offense is moving quickly down the field. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Looking for a man. Close to the tight end. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looking for the wide out. What a catch! Tackle finally made at the 37. It'll be 1st and 10 from there.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Here's a target, and it's complete. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
That's reeled in. It's Jones. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Can he make it to the marker? Finding space at the 20. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be 1st down from the 14.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
And the Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. Leaning on the run Wilson has a lane. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
An extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Returner decides to field it. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Throws it to the right. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
It's another deep shot. Oh, grabs it near the sideline. It's a huge gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The offense really clicking here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Bringing pressure. Oh, they trap him for a sack. The Huskies hustle to the line to run the hurry out.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield.
They've got him. Again, he couldn't escape. So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quick throw to the left. It's caught inside the 30 and still going. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Washington.
Chris, the quarterback looks up, sees a wide-open target. Sometimes those throws are harder than the ones where they're tightly covered. But he makes a nice throw, and it's an easy touchdown for this offense.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment for this critical down. Big 3rd down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. They'll try to run it with the option. That's a solid gain there. He keeps it and picks up the first down himself.
Defense is spread all over the field. Do a pretty good job here keeping him out of the end zone, but he gets enough for the first down.
the Badgers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Working clock with the ground game. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this 4th quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
So the offense with a 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Out of the shotgun, will hand it off. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. It's an out route. The catch made. And he's tackled just short of that 1st down marker. Good job by the defense. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Badgers will send the punt team onto the field. They'll kick it away here. The punt will bounce out of bounds down at the 5-yard line. That's a great punt. So the drive begins backed up at their own 5. Tough spot. Play action here on 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short gain. Defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. On the move now. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball.
That's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.